Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. And so we've got this CBD area going, and I kind of like it. It needs to grow into this area as well. And I might move the high school just a little bit in order to really make it work. But I think we will over time have to do numerous things with the traffic to really make the traffic work. Oh, and one of the things, we should probably start contemplating improving the size here. We could do something interesting around this area and make two sizable roads, one ways or something like that. We could do something like that. There's enough room to make that work. Now, one of the things, this seems okay. I thought there was an issue here. This seems to have a bit of an issue. So I was wondering whether I maybe need to expand this waste facility just a little bit. And what I'll do is I will use the leveling tool, which is the level terrain tool, and I'll click that. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. I want to. What am I doing? Levels the terrain, right? Oh, hang on. Make this thing much smaller. I'll click it there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So what I'll do, I'm gonna push this in a little bit more. So we kind of expand the size available to this facility. Now, if I click here, we should be able to just what is that? Start emptying. Not doing that just yet. I'm going to, for the time being, just expand our size here, so we can deal with a little bit more. Something like that. We should not. I don't want it to be snapping to stuff, really. We are still within the range. Yeah, so stuff like that. I might bring it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Like so. There we go. So presumably we've got a lot more room now. And I don't think it looks too bad in this area. Okay. Now, what other things? We probably don't have cars driving all the way out here. So there's still plenty of room for us to work here. And I kind of think some of these things do need to move over time. But I'm going to continue the expansion of this kind of CBD area here. Potentially by moving a few things around. But realistically, I'm going to dezone some of these sections here. So I'm going to dezone that. Slowly start to move it away. I'm going to make sure we actually now start zoning onto this main road. Similarly, I think I'm going to potentially dezone some of these other bits and pieces so that we, and maybe even move the medical clinic over. Right, we don't need room for additional patients, but what I thought I might do is relocate it to there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to, do I have a, no, I don't. I was thinking I have something. No, let's remove the zoning of all of this stuff and start clearing it out. So this area is going to go and be upgraded. Oh my. We have a major crash here, turning into fire. Right, is that correct? That's not good. I do remember in playing Cities Sky. Oh my, what is this? Burned down. Holy moly. Lots and lots of disaster striking over here. So how do we go about cleaning that out? Do we have vehicles here to clean it out? Got a police car here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Anyway, that's good. I've moved this guy over, so there's a little bit more room here now. And I'm kind of wondering whether we are in a position to do kind of something similar to that, whereby we let some more traffic in here. But I'm kind of tempted to do a bit of a one-way loop for some of that, to be honest, just to make sure we've got all of that going. Are we going to get this stuff cleared out? Securing the accident scene. So I think it is sorting itself out, but a bit of a problem, really. Something like this, for instance, Cooper Street, could now link into there. Right, if we do something like that. Just the one way, I think. So that's kind of the plan, to get them out of the way there. Why are these guys? Oh, it's starting to move again. Excellent. That's good. I do need to, in this space, just sort out a few things. So we'll get some trees on here so we don't have any parking there. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of this. So it's just going to be through there. And I don't think we should be... This should not have a... Yeah, these guys should just give way. That's it. And what we'll do is we'll remove that one. And so it's just over there. Excellent. So these guys will just stop and wait, but at least we're going to get them out in an appropriate way. And similarly, we could do a little something to get these guys back onto there as well. So just helping alleviate traffic a little bit with a few areas. Now let's start off on this side with some parking. Can we do something slightly larger? This is a bit too big, I think. That might be too big too. I really like the idea of doing something behind this area here, and I think that's probably fair enough like this. If we did this, right, we could... Can we squeeze... actually, this will work. I think this will work. Oh, no. Let's just move it. What is this? Can I just get that rezoned? Why is it doing that? Is that fine? Maybe not. Anyway, let's re-look at this. That's not bad. We could even do another one next to it. Well, let's give it a lane. Just want a straight shot right there. Actually, have it a straight shot like that, and then we kind of turn it in like so. Yeah. I think that's probably appropriate. Give me another one of those. Excellent. Can we move them a little? Ooh, that's That's not quite right, is it? Okay, well, let's... oh, there we go. That's going to work. Now, can I move this thing a little bit closer and not have it snap? Come on. Just tweaking it, hitting the right mouse button and slowly holding it in and then dragging it to try and get it to just barely overlap here. Oh, that's still not quite right, but I do like that idea. Can I try that one more time? Right, very... oh my god. I think that's gonna look better. There we go. I think that's okay. That's going to be fine. At least now we've got some parking at the back there. We can do a few other bits and pieces in here, and now we can actually use some of this space. I'm tempted to do some work to allow some more traffic in there, but I think that's going to be just fine. Now, what we do is we slowly provide a little bit more space here for a few things, including maybe one sizable little plot there. Yeah, I like that. And we do a little bit like so. There we go. So that's going to look, I think, reasonable. And we may see what we can do in terms of moving some pathways around here. Oh, what I also want to do is I do want to see about potentially zoning some other bits and pieces in here. If we were to say, let's do a small one, let's do something like that, just a little slither there. And then I thought what we could do is, well, firstly, I think we run a little path over this way to give ourselves a little bit more maximum style zoning in here. But actually, I'm thinking something like that could be pretty good in that location there. Okay, so we'll do a few of those. And then maybe a few of these ones.
A driving advisory has been issued.
Like so. Okay, so we're slowly getting that. That little wedge there could do like a nice little pocket park, and this one as well. Similarly, we still want some more room for these guys.
With Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for our musical dinner.
So something like that, presumably. Let's close that out.
And art and culture.
Yeah, that's not too bad. And what we're going to need then is a little bit more on this side, so slightly larger buildings. Actually, and let's clear that one out. Let's see. Ooh, I didn't. Yeah, okay, let's just do the zoning. I want to do a big block of zoning. Close that out and see what we get. Oh, that's actually quite right next to that other one, so that's okay. And presumably we will. Oh, it's not too bad. There's a pretty big one coming up here. Crash way over there. All of this has kind of been sorted out, I think. Excellent.
Somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched.
Yeah, so it's starting to look pretty useful. The other thing I thought about was actually let's get rid of the roundabout here. And what I thought we would do is let's actually try and bring in funnel some traffic in through this way so that it can actually get through that way and go around there. Would that be appropriate? I think it might be. So let's just do this and see if we were to do. I want to do something like that, right? And see about this. And then we upgrade this one, so it does remain a one way, and everybody just flows into that one way there. So this should be okay. Then we can try and get ourselves a bit of a piece there. And what we'll do is I'm just gonna start changing these things up. So we would like you to not be a signal, right? So remove you. What we'll do is we'll remove a bit of that, and these guys can just slowly get out of that way, and we won't get these guys to go and turn in that way. Yeah, so that seems like a logical way of actually routing traffic into that direction. And then what we can do is we can actually squeeze a little bit more in here and fill it up a little bit. And then that's kind of Magnolia Street that runs in that way, but can also just kind of throw you around this way as well. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So that now at least there's a little bit of connectivity through here. Hopefully that works a little bit easier. Yeah, lots and lots of little stuff happening. These are filling in quite nicely. Yeah, I think so. I like it. I like it. We can step down into row housing a little bit later or something to that effect. Let's do more of this. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then on this side, we'll see getting a few more things in there. We can probably do. Yeah, we're still short on commercial, so let's do a little something like this on this side. Yeah, I like that one. This is low rent. We've got a little bit of low rent here. Did we want to? I don't know if we can make it any better than that though. So let's just get a little bit more commercial in here then. We do 2 by 2 by. If we do something like this, like that, and like so, I believe that should work. There we go. That's growing in nicely. So we're just stepping down to the back there. Excellent. Good stuff. This is growing. We should be expanding our population and our budget and all of these kind of things. And we do need to keep an eye on capacities of a variety of different things. So let's have a look at the info display. Showcasing for us maybe something like education. So if we look at education, we still have capacity. Our college capacity is not looking too good, but it's okay. High school's got plenty of room. Elementary school is kind of creeping down to its lower limits, and we don't have any university. But for the most part, we've got highly educated and well-educated people in the city, presumably highly educated. Has moved in from somewhere else. All of these other bits and pieces, we don't have prison availability, but the crime rate is very low, it seems. So that's good. Public transport, we do need to probably have another look at public transport once we've got our CBD in place. That's definitely something to have a look at. Land value, look at the land value over here. It's really growing. Look at the land value over there. That spot there has been an amazing land value area. Amazing. Building levels are not ideal, but I've got a few good ones. What is this? This is company profitability. They seem to be doing fairly well here. This is population. Yeah, so population is pretty high alongside the CBD, which is good. That's exactly what we would expect. Generally okay. What's going on with traffic? Generally not too problematic. Traffic flow is not. Well, let's have a look at traffic volume instead. So we've got high traffic volumes in a few different locations. We would expect some of that. Very, very low traffic volumes in the rest of the network, really. This area seems to be pretty busy. More crashes and crashing resulting in some more challenges, but I think we can convert some of these roads into two-way if we as we continue our expansion here. The things look okay. Let's have a look at something like power. We've got availability of power pretty good, probably selling some, and water availability is, hang on, electricity trade, right? Yeah, we're trading a lot of electricity, so making a fair bit of money. We need a battery, actually. And then water availability is still reasonable at this stage. What does this look like? Landfill availability is pretty good. Fire. Average fire hazard is starting to get a little bit on the high side, I think. But not too bad, at least. And then let's just have a look at medical. No, it looks okay. Average healthcare is not great, but it's also not too bad. Okay, let's continue some expansion over here and maybe see what we can do. So that guy is kind of swooping off over there, and we should be able to make that work. Let's continue to expand things a little bit. There's still some parking at the back there. I do like just filling parking into the back of these areas. And what I will do is I will actually go and do, you know what? Let's do a European corner. So I'm going to do that there and this one there. And we'll do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. And that should, I think, have a nice little look on the other side of what we're doing here. Now that should be okay. And then we are still okay with everything else, really. Yeah, so here we will need to start to further expand our densities, right? Our densities are pretty low in this area. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do a little something here and move traffic onto that road. I think that's part of what we're going to do here. If we divert traffic into that direction, you know, just to the back here, we divert it up here. Yeah, let's have a look. I think that could work. Yeah, let's have a look at all of that. Yeah, okay. Let's do a bit of revamping here. What is going on here now? Lots of fires all the time, it seems. We might have to get a proper fire station in place fairly soon. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to start by removing some of this. Okay, and now we'll grab ourselves the 2-lane and say, okay, grab it. And we want to do something there. So what we'll do is we'll trim this one out, close that out there, and do something like this. And we'll start funneling some traffic through that way. As well. And maybe we can actually just do something like a little bit of a asymmetrical one. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, I like that. We'll remove all of that off of there, and then we'll maneuver it in there. Oh, it's going to be a one-way. We might turn this one way around to the other side so that it can kind of work together over there. Let's trim this guy out of the way, and we continue a bit of actually a one-way over that way. So if we were just to say, actually, let's close that one out and try that again. If we were to do this, Okay, now I just want to turn it around, and we'll swap these things around. So let's quickly turn it around to that way, and I'm gonna now move everything back into the opposite direction, like so. There we go. So now, and actually this one, you know what? I might tweak it back in on this side over here. So let's do that. Let's if we were to run through there, I'm gonna just dezone some of this stuff a little bit, so that we just see what we have going for ourselves over here. So that I want to maneuver that in there. So that seems to be pretty logical in what we're doing there. An interesting design shape that we're seeing here. But anyway, that moves in there. So that kind of flows through the traffic over here. And what is of interest now, though, is maybe this. Maybe this becomes a two-way street now. So let's go and upgrade this to. Yeah, I'm generally quite comfortable with that maneuver. That's okay. And similarly, I think now we can change this one to a two-way as well. So we've got these guys heading back into that direction, or presumably we can. Yeah, well, it has to be a. Yeah, that might be okay. I think that'll work actually. I think that'll work as is. So now we've got this moving through there, and what we could do is just tweak this a little bit. So let's just fix this road section a tad. If we do that and we trim that over there, and now we will try and squeeze it in. That is not good. Let's just do it from over here then, like so. There we go. So now it should be pretty straightforward to make that work. And yeah, it's doing funny stuff with the traffic really. So what I'm thinking on this side, so they'll have to come and turn and go back that way if they want to turn left. Yeah. So instead, maybe what I'll do is I'll downgrade this section now. Everybody is now directing into here, which is okay. I don't mind it too much. It seems fairly reasonable that we're tracking more traffic in that way. Yeah, it doesn't seem really sensible to me over here. So what I might do is I might actually now just say upgrade it back to what it used to be, which is this divided road, and ban the turn there. No more right turning, and certainly no more left turning. So now it's straight through only. So I think that'll solve a lot of issues. So a lot of guys are now heading up that way. I do wonder, there's something very funny with the traffic behavior here. That everything is now going up this way to come and turn and Yeah, and then turning right. So they're basically just not moving through here. So I think that it might still work itself out a little bit. So these guys won't be able to turn. We really don't need a traffic signal here because there won't be any turning on this side. So we're definitely not going to allow a turn there. I don't know. And then for that reason, we don't need the traffic signal. And what we can do is we can remove that as well. So now we just have... So can these guys go to a different intersection? No, they cannot. So anyway, we're doing funny stuff with the traffic over here, but I'm a little worried that this might not be the ideal solution here. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that so that we don't deal with that drive through over there, and it might be causing a bus issue. We might have had buses doing that maneuver there. And I'm actually going to get rid of the on-street parking here by doing that, and presumably we could widen this again a little bit and have, yeah, let's actually upgrade to something like this as we get closer. Why? Oh, it's the wrong direction. Anyway, let's do that. So here we go. So that's leading into this, and then we'll have this traffic tracking through here, presumably, and they can get all the way that way, and they could come back on themselves and out this way, or they can head off straight into that direction. A one lane wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? I think a one lane is actually a little bit more appropriate, and then we might do the asymmetrical one over here. Do we have a divided asymmetrical? No, we do not. So we'll have to just do this one. Like so, for a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's okay. And then what we'll do is we'll take out the signals here, because you now don't need the signals, and we'll also take out the funny one there. So that's now going to be pretty good. So these guys can go back on themselves, or they can head on straight into that direction, passing through the city here. So we're adding more capacity through the city in general, but without messing with it too much. Lots of buses coming in now here. Oh, I don't want this to be a signal though. So what I might do, yeah, these buses are struggling. So what I need to do is I need to actually, I think I need to remove the signal here. Yeah, but something here is not quite great. Yeah, you know what? I might have to put in a bus lane yet again. Let's have a look. Can we we can add a bus lane over there. So let's do this, and we'll just do that. So this is going to become a bus only road. Yeah, I like that. That's okay. That's okay. So we'll get that out of the way. And I think that's going to do us for this episode. So slow and steady growing of the CBD. What does this area look like? I was hoping for something a little bit bigger than what we've what we're showcasing here now, but they do look so cool. But I was hoping something slightly bigger there, to be honest. Wow, look at these buses. Full. I like it. I like it. And this is starting to work nicely as well. Lots of traffic trying to move through there. Are we everybody just going straight through? I kind of wonder if we... Yeah, it's all a little weird, isn't it? Anyway, we'll fix more traffic in the next episode. And we continue to expand. We're almost at the end of Small City. But yeah, this is... I'm starting to like this, and we'll probably do yet another round here. But this is... I think in my mind, this feels like a very good little stretch for the CBD, a natural infill here. We might move their welfare office, but the welfare office could stay there as well. But I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so this guy's coming in here and then can cut through that way. Yeah, so as we make this a denser city, we might do way more density here, and this might become the absolute center of town, in which case we would like some real density here. But I do like this, and we can do trams in here in the future as well, I think, as we do more stuff to kind of prevent all the traffic that we're seeing. But I'm starting to like that. I'm starting to like dealing with it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.